Can you ever go back to Iran now?
I can go back, but I cannot come out because I have a 16-and-a-half-year sentence in absentia. So while I was working in Iran and while everything was happening in front of my eyes, I recorded that and I documented that because that was a very important story. And I accepted the consequences. And maybe if I were in Liberia, I would have done the same thing, covering Ebola, with paying the consequences, and same thing in Syria and Iraq. The journalists want to cover the most important stories of their time, and I would like to cover Ebola and I would like to cover ISIS. I want to do either of them because I have a wife who would kill me if I did either of them.
As a spy, I'm just trying to figure out why your country is so terrifying.
Iran is not evil.
Americans and Iranians have a lot of things in common more than they have differences.
What do I have in common with you?
So can you tell me why just journalists meet up with this American spy on the eve of the unrest?
He's not a spy.
He's not a spy?
It's a show.
It's a show?
A comedy show. It's stupid.
It's very stupid, yes.
He's a comedian pretending to be a spy.
So can you tell me why American pretended to be a spy had chosen to interview you?
Oh, I don't think that the Daily Show interview had to do anything with my incarceration. I could be in another show in, 2.5 Men, and they would charge Charlie Sheen of sedition. No, I think they had a scenario for me. They wanted to incriminate me of helping the reformists, being a spy for the foreign agencies, intelligence agencies, and because of that, and in the absence of any real evidence, because I was not a spy, they charged me with such ridiculous charges. And they brought forward my presence, my interview on the Daily Show as evidence.
What was it like working with Jon Stewart?
We had a very close working relationship, and we had a mutual trust. He is a genius, Jon Stewart, and I think like many other geniuses, he's very open to collaboration. He's not afraid of saying that he doesn't know something. So in terms of the story and the script, we worked closely together because he did not know many of the characters. He did not know what was going on in Iran in many respects, so I helped him to understand the situation.
When Rosewater, the interrogator, was doing his whatever he had to do to you, he seemed schizoid, you said, in things that I've read, that he would be very calm while he was beating you.
For him, it's a job. I mean, what you have to understand about torturers and interrogators is that they regard it as a job. Somebody's a dentist, somebody's an accountant, somebody's a soldier, and his job is being a torturer. And that doesn't prevent him from having a wife, from having a family, from acting normally in other aspects of his life.
You know what happens in New Jersey?
Yeah, of course, everybody knows what happened in New Jersey.
It's a massage playground of pleasure.
Of pleasure? These massages, are they expensive?
Not for New Jersey.
Rosewater had a fascination with New Jersey is important to understand. It's important for the American people to understand because he was fascinated by New Jersey because many Iranian diplomats, all Iranian diplomats and all Iranian government employees who come to the U.S., they cannot travel beyond 20-mile radius of the United Nations. So they have a choice of living in Manhattan, and given the real estate prices, they don't choose to live in Manhattan, so they live in New Jersey. And traditionally, the Iranian government has had some property in New Jersey. So their American experience is New Jersey experience.
Would you recommend Iran as a destination for Americans these days?
Definitely. I think if you are interested in culture, if you are interested in ancient monuments, in nature, you can go to Iran, and I think it's a good time to visit Iran because it's relatively safe, still safe. It is not being bombed by any foreign country. and people are very friendly. And as soon as you leave Tehran, there's a whole world that you can explore in Iran, and the food is amazing. So I recommend it highly. I mean, if you're a journalist, that's a different case. But if you are not a journalist, of course, New York Times these days is organizing tours to Iran.
Have you had any reaction from people seeing the movie or from Iran or people in Iran about the events that happened in the movie?
There's a whole program on. There was a whole program on Iranian television last year, even before the film was edited. After the film was shot in Jordan, the Iranian television made a half-hour program about, not a half hour, maybe 15 minutes program about Jon Stewart being a Zionist, myself being an agent of Zionists, and the Americans, and the fact that CIA and FBI finance films. So, yeah, I mean, they resort to their own spiel.